in the Stage 2 playoffs, finishing in third. Beating them out the gate was really sick for Maryville. So I'm excited to see if they can continue the momentum from last week, carry it over, go 2-0 in the group stage.
They looked extremely stoic and able to hold their own. So starting out here on Haven, this defensive half is going to tell us a lot about how strong Maryville are going to be looking up against Blue Water, who boast a lot of firepower on their squad. Fair in particular on that duelist. Such a good tip of the spear when it comes to Blue Water and their exec game. The plan in this breach comp with Zeke, definitely some risky business, has to be very concise. So Blue Water going to be very decisive with where they end up. Looks like that'll be A site this time around with 55 seconds to go.
And you do have a crossfire being set up with Wildfire getting into the site, trying to play with Zerona. Ren's here as well.
Zerona swarmed first, fair inside the Cloudburst. So far, so good for Blue Water getting onto the A site, but Wildfire not dealt with before he can grab 2 kills. And Gies has made his way around the back.
Last player standing.
That's a huge double kill from that KJ. That leaves Mikester, the new guy, all alone, and Gies is going to clean him up too. Massive slowdown from Maryville that leads to them being able to eat good on this pistol.
Giza got a really good timing on that flank by just pushing through sewer out the opposite side of the map really quickly. Just takes a straight up 1v1 against Fireball after getting the initial kill. Wins that out for the second of the 3 in this round. I mean, I gotta say, respect to Blue Water for how they were able to crack into that site, given there were 3 anchors. But ultimately, it doesn't matter with Giza just stepping up.
There's only so many times Maryville is going to be able to get away with that, so they're going to try to take advantage of this while the getting is good. Giza going to go ahead and farm this lockdown in a couple rounds flat. Already, a lot of the crowd dealt with as Blue Water went searching in C to start, but not really making any headway. Again, this
Oh my
is,
god.
yeah.
Giza's kind of on one.
Yeah, he's warm for sure. So that actually does provide a decent portal into round 3. If Giza is able to get an orb and again, Maryville can like slow this round down a little bit like they did the pistol, then there's definitely a way for them to get a lockdown for this bonus.
Yeah, for sure. Maryville looking strong here to start. All 5 players bought up on that anti-eco, and they're carrying all 5 weapons into this bonus. So they're in a really good position right now. Blue Water bought a couple sheriffs. There are 3 players susceptible to an outlaw one-shot.
Yeah, it's still so dodgy for Blue Water, even though I'll peek into A main here to start. Keeping Fireball ops pretty far back on this flank watch as well. Wondering how often they'll insert him as opposed to Giza.
This turn is being sent out by Zerona for a re-clear. Is it actually going to see Fair on the corner? Yeah, it will. Yeah. Forced to retreat now. Oh my god, but just pressured by Maryville, and Zosel tries to swing out for the trade, but with one of the players at only 125 at a regen armor, they're one-shot.
And with no intel anywhere else, there's no reason for Maryville to not have somebody on their own side there for the trade as well. So tough for Zosel to peek into in the first place. Blue Water already, the going has gotten pretty tough.
And they've
but we'll
gone ahead
here.
And they've contacted all the way into B. They're getting a lot of space right now, but there's only 25 seconds.
And Wildfire is holding off this head of the snake. So with this entrance, pretty quickly read. And Wildfire will crack 2 open. Meister already called out by this recon bolt. And it's been a clinical 3 rounds for Maryville University to open up Haven. I mean, that was just remarkable stuff.
They just back-to-back flawless and recover the rifles from Blue Water. Look at the money. We're 3 rounds in, and they have basically 5K minimum on all 5 players. They have absolutely cooked Blue Water so far. I mean, it was nothing remarkable or innovative that they do over at A long. The drone just catches the tag. They double swing out into it. Well, Fair is lit up. He's dealt with, and then the trade has Zoso walking into an outlaw with 125. They are dominating right now.
And Blue's just gonna rush in. Fair running it down with this low buy, and nobody able to provide any cover fire in that moment. And we'll just walk in again.
Oh my God,
Blue Water,
flawless.
I mean, we're almost, at this point, we're almost just handing over these ecos a little bit with like 0 util we're throwing at this. It almost feels like a consolation.
I think they've also, at this point, you must have been dealt 50,000 psychological damage.
Right.
Not they haven't gotten a kill in 3 rounds, not 1 kill. I think Wildfire might have their ult now. They've gotten a lot of kills. Yeah, does have the ult. Giza went crazy early, and bro has not had an opportunity to play Valorant in the last 2 rounds. It's just over at over at sea chilling, but yeah, now they have a rolling thunder. Well, known on Blue Water, aside from Meister, is really close to an ult, so that could certainly be, the crux of winning another round here and getting to 5.
Such a one and done composition here for Blue Water.
God.
Like they're looking for a singular moment that they can let Fair in with a tailwind, and otherwise they are just completely cooked on positioning. They're scared of either Giza or Renz extending at a single moment, and then they can't check a thing in the meantime.
Please,
I mean,
not another flawless.
He's just playing deathmatch right now, man.
Yep, and now they have the lockdown for the next buy round, and it's another flawless. Just, I mean, we might just have to go to Icebox.
Yeah.
We might just have to move on. Look at their money. Look at the money.
3 max out.
Yeah, I would say you should call a timeout. I would
rounds
definitely suggest the timeout call right now.
This is unbelievable. 5 rounds into Valorant, and Blue Water has gotten 3 kills total on the board. This has been
they were
an
just on the
absolute
pistol.
takeover. I mean, okay, let's be blunt. 2 of the rounds, Blue Water were just kind of headless chickens with these pistols, not really offering anything to the fight, unfortunately. But
I mean, yeah, you're right.
The rest of these, they're kind of just NPCs standing around in the middle of nowhere, waiting for a member of Maryville to realize that they're there and shoot them. It's felt just so passive so far from Blue Water. We have not seen a lick of initiative come from them. Just maybe a couple, like, steps out every once in a while, but, like, no more.
Yeah, I mean, on those eco rounds, both of them, like you said, they just tried to full contact and got just absolutely eaten alive by the rifles. There wasn't really an attempt to go for any kind of util play to catch anybody out. It's just been a lot of dry contact peaks. Even in that last round, it opens up with Fair just taking engagement in Garage, loses the duel to Renz, and then it just falls apart from there. On this round, they have 5 sheriffs saving up for the next. This round does see Fair on the cross, playing all alone on that A side right now.
Confidence. Now that recon bolt's been tossed.
Here.
You can play uber responsive this round if you want to, if you're Maryville. But from the way Zerona's positioned, it seems like they at least want to greed one before hightailing it.
And at the moment, if you just look at the minimap for the defensive setup, nothing towards B or C with that turret or alarm bot have actually gotten procced by the attackers. So they've now just worked their way over towards A. They have Ange just hard holding towards C. No real reason to make an adjustment here.
This is super stable. Walking into B though, catching the alarm bot. Fair will pop on A main. And Blue Water are going to try and chop at the bit here with what little they've got. The Rolling Thunder, Zeke does farm away Rens, and Wildfire tries to grab the space back early and gets punished by Fair, who has now picked up that rifle. A lockdown in response, but the spike is down, and these players are on the run. Giza can't fully track Zeke, but Zeke gets greedy and gives himself over. 2v3 as the lockdown detains one, but A main, his push is still good. Ange takes care of Zostal, but Fair still in the fight. As Mikester will recover and has this Hunter's Fury on the spike tap. Ange now fully locked in this duel with Fair. Fair finding Ange. And ladies and gentlemen, we're on the board. Blue Water have got their first round.
Fair somehow just opens that up with the Sheriff over towards A. Finds a one-shot. Gets the first kill, and they get into the site. They also get a ton of ults out of Maryville, because Wildfire uses the Rolling Thunder to try and support I can't remember who. I think it was maybe Ren's backside, but whatever player was backside over on A, but they still end up being overwhelmed. Zostal connected a good paranoia onto that anchored player. Well, Blue Water are suddenly back in the game. They've got the full buy. They don't have to deal with a Rolling Thunder or a lockdown anymore.
The nightmare potentially over, as Zostal will use this ultimate that he's been able to farm up and get to hell immediately. But Zerona, top of that one-way toss down, is immediately farmed out. Zerona continue with that presence on site. Now their support. Unquestionable hold from here on out. Maryville wastes no time striking back and making it 6-1.
Yeah, just a very straightforward hit coming through from Blue Water. With the current state of Breach, it's tough to get a lot of value out of the utility. Fair caught trying to get through the smokes. And then, yeah, it was this moment where Zerona's just really aware that that push was going to come through. The Rolling Thunder is used at the end, not for the exec itself. I don't understand. I mean, but Blue Water, they lost the round and they're back on an eco.
Oh. Fair. Caught early. Once again, skirmishing around the C lane, seeing if you can get away with something stupid. You can't. See Wildfire playing a much more mobile Breach in response to the meta. You see him kind of just like, he'll launch a fault line and then he'll go for a rotation out to a farther peak instead of like doubling down with an aftershock or a blind. Just understands he's far more versatile when he's able to just get that stun, clear the board, and then get somewhere else. Meanwhile, rest of MU playing the rest of this passivity perfectly, and they're just, anybody who walks into their LOS, it's pretty easily dealt with. TP in from Blue Water, so you have to question yourself, but there's just not enough resources to throw at the wall this time. Zostal eventually found out Maryville up 7-1.
At least it wasn't another flawless.
Right, yeah.
That's one positive, because I thought it was about to be. This is
He's at 12-1-0 and 2-1-9. These are just some really fun stat lines over here.
Not sure how much analysis this game requires.
Yeah, let's break this down.
I'm gonna be real. Fair's picked up the operator on attack. Blue Water, they do have they've reached the 10 kill mark as a team. That's a positive.
Bake him a cake.
Wildfire's just got the stun ready to go if the hit comes in, but that is not going to be the case. Because Blue Water, they just want to chill and play around this op that's positioned over towards A right now.
No breakthroughs. MU keeping their distance. Ange might poke his head out onto the lane again. They're going to give away the operator on A main. That'll bring over a decent chunk of the crowd. But with no immediate response, Blue Water see potentially an opportunity to kind of chauffeur this spike in with the help of that operator. Oh, it is going to be a little dicey with Renz. Out here on Heaven, Fireball Ops has the opening, but not the shots. Still, though, he stands, and so does the rest of Blue Water. They have their way into A.
Hunter's Fury ready to go off this spike tap, I imagine. Yeah, it's going to be thrown out by Zerona. No one actually going to get caught. Fireball would have been susceptible to the one shot, but it is going to drag the clock down to just 15 seconds before the spike's actually going down.
The shock darts tossed, but already relocated. Blue Water can hold down the fort. They have more than enough to do so. Paranoia is going to get red, but Ange still has the shot. Fair. At least holding down that one sight line, but now gets pressured by the relay bolt first. Now comes the rest of the Maryville team. Zeke holding it down in hell, and Blue Water from there can crunch. And the A-hold is strong enough. 2 rounds on the board for them.
I mean, perhaps if Maryville were able to flood off of the Hunter's Fury with the time being that low, I think that could have been the recipe for a round win in that case, but they're not able to get back into the site. So Blue Water, despite the time being only at 15 seconds when they plant it, they're able to get it down, and then from there they get into some pretty good post-plant positions as well. You know, Zeke in hell. Zosol was playing up top on the box and teleports to assist. There are trades coming through. That was nicely handled in the post plant. They had a good setup.
There they are.
Fireball ups. Getting sussed out. Wildfire able to catch him. And that's inserted Zerona as well for what is no doubt one of the op peaks. Fair ready for it, but Zerona quicker to the punch. And that's one leg of this raid boss down. Ren's the one holding the operator for the side of Maryville now, but Zostal managed to evade the first shot. Ren's the quick scope as Zola's creeped up. And another for Zeke, why not? Meister stands alone so suddenly, but has to hold it down on so much. The Aftershock finally getting utilized, and this time, they'll actually get the kill credit too. Maryville, once again, quickly silence what Blue Water have to offer at the problem.
It's, again, there's just so much contacting. There's so much contacting going on, and Renz has the operator, the anti-contact weapon. Fair is going back to the op himself, given, I mean, listen, it did help in getting their second round on the board, so, yeah, not mad at that, but...
One enemy remains.
Just not seeing a lot affect Maryville all that much. They kind of just shake it off. Oh, and Fair just has to win those a little more often, unfortunately, with no help and only one body traded. Still no reason for Maryville to abandon ship here. I mean, Renz just might peak with the op again. He looks excited.
Would not recommend with the 30 HP.
Well,
I respect
don't.
the confidence, but can definitely play it a little bit more safe and is going to opt to do so. Wildfire is playing this B side, has the alarm bot to work off of.
Good fault line catch. Hunter's Fury. Just gonna do some basic clearing, but again, Maryville's right back here.
Smoke's going to go down on that left side of site.
Creep
It looks
in?
like Blue Water would love to just contact into the site yet again. And they die to an op. Contacting into the site
Last
yet
player
again.
standing. Strike down. C.
This is a little unfortunate. 20 seconds
water.
left for Fireball to get the spike that's bottom of C long.
Yeah. Just run away. Oh, Wildfire still wins it. All right, just one more round of this, and then we'll switch
Last
sides.
round in the half.
Yeah, I would confidently say at this point that Blue Water, to remain in the series, will probably need to win Icebox and not Haven. I'm thinking this one might be done.
Strike down.
Yeah, the playbook just wasn't too open for this half, unfortunately.
They're going to need a few more pages in it for sure.
Placing
But this is,
smoke
listen, it's early in the season.
Of course,
It's early in the season.
it's only stage 3.
What? Okay, well, that's one way to get an entry. And
Well, yeah, we're just gonna walk in with that. Ren's counteracting with the overdrive, and that's all of the progress, just reverse. Rolling Thunder, and then Ren's again. dominant
sides.
half by Maryville University, and much like in their last match, you really didn't need to see too much unique stuff coming out from Maryville. The other side did a lot of the legwork when it came to determining how the round would go. Maryville kind of just led them in their direction and shut down very easily most of the time here. Like you said, just a lot of the time, pure contact.
That was
No
a good
wheels.
good ult from Renz at the end there. But yep, that's tough. That is a tough half. Maybe Blue Water are maybe they're more of a defense sided team.
This round might be the only place that they get to show it here. All goes well for Maryville. Bear dipping into the courtyard. It's again Blue Water that initiate the fight, but Maryville that have every intention of finishing it. Still, Fireball grabbing a nice peek, able to trade away, bring it back to a 3v3 with Zeke and Fireball. Also, I mean, Zeke is 12 HP, bro. He is taking such a big chip, and Maryville, they'll still get A for free.
Is Mikester going to try to go for something here with Fireball? Zeke is on that long flank with no help. Like you said, swinging from Renz is good.
You position into hell for Wildfire, Zerona. Checking for this flank, but it's on and off, and Zeke gets away with it. Wildfire getting proactive onto Mikester, but caught by the fault line and the recon dart. Now the aftershock to ward him out of the back of the blocks, but he's still 12 HP. And so Wildfire can hold the fort and get Maryville to 11 and the anti-eco.
Yeah, just knows he can go for the easy right click. And this one, yep, it's looking done. Blue Water are definitely going to be forcing into this. No questions asked about that. Slide out from Renz. But Wildfire, yeah, just able to isolate that fight again. A little two-tap with the classic. He is, he's playing pretty well, given he's at 18 and 3.
I'd say decent day for him so far, yeah. On the breach, yeah, for sure. Gotta do something.
Wow, my eyes are down.
And just posted up with this Outlaws, waiting to see if anyone's going to go for a jump peek, something like that, but not going to happen.
You're just totally forgoing this. Let them take all their free shots, and hopefully we'll intercept them at the right point.
Deploying drone.
Big stack on the sewer here. The drone goes main.
Cover going out.
So Blue Water could still end up
Shadows traveling.
getting to cuff a few.
Boy, they're
They know that Blue's playing the force.
they're taking their time. they are taking their sweet time trying to work the map, go back towards A, Sova drone, try and show a little presence. We're totally going A. We're
30
taking
seconds
space
left.
on A. All of Blue Water are there. The C site is very free, and they've got it.
And Stack will have to return. And likely Blue Water not going to have any money going into the follow-up.
Yep, they're going to be trying to retake this with Fuse Stingers. Fireball is 10 HP. Farah's a Bucky. This is going to be somewhat challenging.
Hey, this is Challengers, though. Oh, Wildfire. Yeah, let's patch some stats.
Oh
some
my
more.
god, yeah. Wildfire's KPR is going
Give it to him.
crazy right now.
Funnily enough, the assists per round is not going crazy on the breach today for him, but
Match point.
No, that's,
Yeah,
I
he's-
mean, it's kind of the case with new Breach right now. I'm a little stunned to be seeing double Breach in July 2025, but, you know, respect. We're running some timeless, age-old comps. They're rejecting modernity.
Never lose sight.
well, let's go ahead and wrap this up in a neat little bow. Maryville, give us a 13-2, won't ya?
I'd be
Nice.
a fan of that. I'd be cool with that. I
Yeah,
think we
let's
can move on to
let's-
Icebox.
let's
I
just
think it's
move on to
I think
Icebox.
it's fair to say.
We don't need to have this discussion
I
anymore.
think we can forget that this map ever happened and move on with our lives. This has been a tough watch. It's a tough watch. Wildfire gets the orb, so he has the Rolling Thunder. That should be enough to get the round win, I feel like.
I think we've sold the stack enough. We can kind of just W key gaming it from here. Oh, that owl drone though. We'll start panicking.
Scanning ahead.
They figured it out.
Yeah,
They're tuned in.
Blue Otter, they're rotating over to this A site. Zeke is ready to throw out that counter stun, but they're gonna have to get the hell out of there because of the Rolling Thunder.
The Aftershock to stall, and now it's just breach util for breach util, but the difference is Renz is the one that gets to slide in on the Neon, and the rest of Maryville unleash a
30
cavalcade of
seconds
kills. Giza, extension on the smoke, out from Sewer,
Spike
able to
planted.
grab the lion's share. Blue Otter, attempted retake here, with Fireball Ops on the Judge, Fair on the Guardian from on high. Wildfire, on watch from the blocks. Giza, inside the corner. Fair finds the window of time to crack open one. Ange caught on the smoke release from Hell. And on the close range on Wildfire, Fireball Ops will survive and thrive. Blue Otter wants to keep playing in the mud today. It's 12-3.
This is where the comeback begins. This is where it begins. That is so
Roy is ecstatic right now. He's like, dude, it was all worth it. My prediction is finally the guard will hold strong.
Yep, this is where the curse of us all predicting Maryville is gonna kick in. This is where it starts.
All right, well, yeah, the buy's up for Blue Water. I mean, you have a cycle going potentially if Fireball Ops grabs an orb, so you can kind of,
Revealing area.
you know, guarantee what you don't have to flush out for a retake, I guess. But Maryville, oh, they're already ready to toss so much more at this. Yeah, I mean, if the second fair overextends, you feel so much better using all that breach util. Easy way to get rid of one. Ren's now just gonna start walking up for one and then running up to get the other. Zerona trading that away and getting A for free.
Those are some really good kills from Renz. That
Yeah.
peek to deal with Fair behind the box was a really nice little crouch. All right. And yeah, that seems about par for the course for Wildfire on this map.
Yeah,
He's going crazy.
you can
Like
do no wrong.
25 kills or something like that. The KD is insane for him on this game. He gets another one. His KD is ridiculous.
He wasn't
It's
even
like-
the one right there. Oh man, he's
Did he die
hogging the
like
kills.
4 times, 5 times?
Something like that. Yeah,
like
no, it was
26 kills or something. That
I
was
think-
crazy.
Yeah, I don't. Maryville as a whole did not die very